Yo, killing me with this.
So apparently, Mr. Donald Trump has decided to have an interview with the infamous Logan Paul. You see this, Andy, online at all?
I saw a clip of it. I kept it pushing. I didn't give it any.
Not something that interests you, huh?
Nah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
3 people who don't interest me. I was like, all right, I'll move on to the next post.
Dude, I'm telling you, every now and then you see something so unbelievably stupid online that you just have to watch it. You know what I mean? Like when I had heard the news that Donald Trump had given Logan Paul an interview on his podcast Impulsive, out of all of the places to give an interview, like Rogan has said on many occasions, not that Rogan's like the pinnacle of the shit, you know what I mean? But if we're talking mainstream media nowadays, Rogan's the mainstream. Like he's got more people watching him than like all the other news stations combined. And he said on multiple occasions that he would interview Trump. Yet Trump won't go on there. So he wants to do interviews with like the Nelk Boys and fucking Logan Paul. What are we doing here? You gotta see. I went and watched the interview ad nauseum. I went through it. I scrubbed this thing, Andy. I scrubbed it. I went. I got in all the nooks and crannies. I said, "What is that over there?" I went, "All right, we gotta take note of that." And the way that these guys try to be serious in the face of the former president, Donald Trump, is just the whole thing it was a joke. And the funniest part was Trump was like kind of being serious in the interview. And then these guys are trying to kind of match Trump's energy, but they can't. It's fucking Logan Paul and Mike Malik. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? These guys are fucking retarded. So look when he walks in. Look, let's go to the first time code because, ladies and gentlemen, we got some good time codes here. We got some great time codes. And we're going to go through we're going to try to blast through this episode because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got Rogan. He's got a lawsuit coming on with Onit, class action lawsuit with this company Onit. We got some good stuff to talk about. We're going to scrub through these timelines first, though. So let's give this one a play real quick.
Looking forward to this all my life. My whole life. Anyway, hi fellas, how you doing?
How are you, boss?
How's your brother? Good?
Yeah, he's excellent.
You have a good relationship with him, right?
With Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do now. But it's not always been like that.
It's always been, yeah, I can imagine.
It's my brother.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Taylor Tyson, we got.
Yeah, right?
Who you got?
When is it gonna
Look.
be?
When he walks in, you notice the first thing he's like, "Where's your brother? Where's your brother at?" And you know why? Is because they're always fighting online. They're constantly talking shit. You remember? I don't know if you watched it, but Jake Paul had a documentary on Netflix like a while back. He had this documentary about him on Netflix, the whole boxing stuff that he got into. Because, you know, now Jake Paul, he wants to be like a professional boxer. And I'm not going to lie, he's got some hands. But even in that documentary, as soon as Logan's on screen, Logan's like, I'm the better fighter. Jake's a fucking loser. Like, he's basically just talking shit about his brother in his own documentary, his brother's documentary. You know what I mean? So Trump is immediately like, Trump's a nice guy and he'll throw the charisma on you. He'll win you over. But he also knows how to like poke the jabs. You know what I mean? So you can already tell Trump is kind of like, these fucking two are they're just jokes. So now look at when Trump gives them the gifts. Look at the gifts that Trump gives them. Watch. This shit's fucking hilarious.
Some people still think he did win that fight.
Oh, no way. We got gifts.
Oh, nice. Sells for a lot of money, this thing.
Oh, no way. Oh, thank you, President.
Look how giddy they are.
Split it up. Here's
amazing.
for you. This is
Is this your mugshot?
yeah, can you believe it?
You're a gangster.
This is what we're reduced to.
Look at that.
No way.
Is that not classic? Pause that real quick. This is the state of the country. This is what we're doing now. Because this guy's probably going to win. The fact that he even got prosecuted and all these felonies, it's galvanized his position with the people.
It just adds to the story, though.
Of course. This guy is gonna be fucking like Goodfellas. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in his prison cell, like slicing garlic with razors, and she's like, the sauce is no good. The sauce. Oh, he's running the country from a fucking prison cell. It would be hilarious. You have to admit. But does this right here, this one frame of him being so happy? I'm gonna take control real quick, Andy. We got to do a little zoom on this. Look at this. Look at this. This is like a painting. It's on the level of the Last Supper. This is what the country has become, is Donald Trump, Logan Paul, and Mike Malik having a good old-fashioned moment over the fact that Trump is monetizing his mugshots. This is great. This is exactly what we need as a country. You know what I mean? And as the interview goes on, Trump is trying to be serious and stuff, but these two guys, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You could start a fire rubbing these two's heads together. You know, there's nothing happening there. And if you look, watch, Trump is trying to use these like big words and shit. They can't even fathom it. Watch, if you check the next time code, they like can't even pick up on the shit he's saying.
The biggest fundraising, I think, ever for any candidate ever anywhere in the world in the last 8 or 9 days. Hundreds of millions of dollars, and too bad it couldn't have been done for other reasons, but they viewed the case as being so corrupt and so ridiculous. You know, every one of the legal pundits, and, you know, they're great guys. When you look at Dershowitz, the whole group, you know, that whole group of people, Andy McCarthy, Jonathan
He's
Turley,
throwing out names. Look, pause it right there real
Jarrett,
fast.
every one of them, they came out and they said,
Mike Malik, watch, go back 5 seconds real quick.
the whole group, you know, that whole group of people, Andy McCarthy, Jonathan Turley.
Pause it right there. Look at Mike's face. Look, I'm going to zoom in real quick. Look at the face on this guy. If you see this, look at this. He wants to be Dave Portnoy so bad. This guy. He wants to be Dave Portnoy so bad. If you gave him a chance to buy Barstool for $1, oh, he's in there. He'd take on all that bullshit. And Trump's like, the legal pundits, the guy Mike Malik. He's throwing out names that these two have no idea what the fuck he's even talking about.
Right, yeah.
The fact that they're doing this interview it's entertainment. It's kind of, you know, funny idea, I guess, right? It looks good on paper in a producer's room, but you're not going to get any fucking serious points out of these guys.
No.
You know, one could only imagine what he's saying, all this important stuff, and they're sitting there just like, Logan's like, I got to take a swig of this American Prime. You know what I mean? We got this American flag Prime for the president. Look at this shit all over the place. I don't even, and what is that? Tucker Carlson? Is that a painting of Tucker Carlson? Doesn't that look like Tucker Carlson? Are they at Tucker Carlson's house?
What?
Isn't that weird? Look at that. I'm going to zoom in on that. Look at that. Is that Tucker Carlson? I think that's Tucker Carlson, dude. Or maybe that's Trump when he's young. Are they at Trump's house? I think that might be Trump. I think they might be at Trump's house. I'm telling you, he's doing these guys a service, letting them advertise like that in his house. Usually people pay big bucks for that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So look, it's not all serious with Trump. Trump, he immediately starts asking the questions that you don't expect, you know? He starts asking Logan about like him fighting with his brother. He's like, you guys ever get into arguments? Watch this. You'll see.
Yeah, by the way, do you ever fight your brother?
That's the question.
You want to know something?
I want to know.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
because you are both.
Here,
good.
well, pause that
You ever
real-
fight him?
Thank you.
Logan is about to lie his ass off. He's about to lie. He's about to make it seem like oh man, I'm the bigger person. You know, we maybe fought once or twice. I don't know. Maybe we didn't fight. Maybe I beat him up. I don't know. He's such a cuck. And you could see it in his face. You could see the smile. He's like, I'm about to paint this picture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to make my brother look so bad in front of Donald Trump. Watch this shit.
Not in real life.
You
no.
practiced a little bit
Never.
with him, right?
We've never even sparred.
Really?
We don't know. I think
Well, did you beat him up your whole life?
I
growing
didn't.
up?
I punched him in the face once because he took my glasses. But I was willing to step in for Mike Tyson when Tyson got sick and had to postpone his fight. And we actually like ran it up the chain at Netflix.
It's hard for brothers.
Were
to
you?
fight, though.
Oh,
I think it's hard.
let's live that
Nah,
applause
see
real
it.
fast. You were ready to step in for Mike Tyson? I don't think so, buddy. Is that not the biggest crock of shit?
That doesn't sound real.
At first, he's like, oh, me and my brother, we never fought. Trying to make himself seem like he's like the bigger man and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he's, oh, I punched him in the face one time. One time, I got him real good one time. He took my glasses. I'll tell you, buddy, I fucking gave him the knuckle sandwich. You know what I mean? Where's Jake? Jake can't defend himself. What's Jake gonna fucking go on CNN and fucking do a press junket about this? And then it's just so funny. He's like, yeah, I punched him in the face one time. And then I'm willing to step up in place of Mike Tyson. That sounds like the biggest crock of shit. If Jake was going to fight somebody and Netflix was paying out huge money for it, I could think of a million other fighters to put Jake in the ring with than Logan Paul. That's not the draw. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yes, people will want to see the brothers duke it out, but not a Netflix live event. Netflix's biggest they want to do like a pay-per-view style event. They're not gonna do it with Logan.
Come on.
Exactly. They would rather make it like a freak fight exhibition match. You know what I mean? They'd put fucking Jake Paul in there with like Tyson Fury. You know, they'd be like, let this fucking David and Goliath shit happen. You know what I mean? Before they fucking throw him in the fucking ring with this joke fucking Logan Paul, who thinks he's a fighter. Like, the fact that he even got a draw match with Floyd Mayweather is a miracle. And in my opinion, it probably was staged at some degree. Because...
Come on, of course.
Yes, exactly, right? I'm happy you're on the same page because Floyd would dust this motherfucker.
Dude, Floyd went there to pick up a paycheck and said, peace out.
Exactly.
You think he was going to take this guy, who, as you've been saying, this joke serious? No.
Exactly. There's no way. There's no way. He went to pick up a check and that was it. And everybody knew that. Because if it was anything really on the line, if they would have said, hey, Floyd, this is going to go on your actual professional fighting record, Logan would not even be around anymore. Floyd would have fucking knocked the brakes off of this dude.
Lights out.
Exactly.
Buddy.
Lights the fuck out. You know? It's so funny. Now, apparently, Mr. Paul has gotten himself into a little bit of a street fight.
FBI, open up!
Now, he apparently has fought with this dude from the Nelk Boys. Have you seen any clips of this scrolling through the twits, my man?
No, I don't even know who the No Boys are.
We got to catch you up. We got to catch you up on the lower dregs of the internet. You know what I mean?
I kind of live under a rock.
You live on the above society. You're like on the upper society. You're kind of on the Huberman level of the. We need to get you down here, you know, where the bottom feeders are at, so that we can get you up to speed on the fucking degeneracy that's happening online. Yeah. So the Nelk Boys, it's like this YouTube group. You remember last week we talked about Steve Will Do It.
Yeah.
Steve Will Do It is one of the Nelk Boys. So now you see the type of people that we're dealing with here.
I'm already clocked out.
It's a little bit crazy. So the Nelk Boys, it's a group like that. They were YouTube pranksters, blah, blah, blah. If you need to know who the Nelk Boys are, look them up. Andy's the exception. Everybody else, all of you look them up, okay? But yeah, the guy that he fought in this street fight is named Bradley Martin. He's one of the Nelk Boys. He's this big juicer. Just big motherfucker. He has a podcast.
Looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Dude, he looks insane. He looks like he has been injected with all of the Hulk Hogan or the Incredible Hulk's fucking serum that you could muster up. This guy looks fucking crazy. But he's one of those, he's a fucking Chad. He's one of those Giga Chad motherfuckers. Yeah. And it's so funny. He has this podcast, and every guest he has on there, he asks him, like, you think you win in a street fight against me? Every guest. And this guy's had, like, fucking Nate Diaz on there. He's had professional boxers on his podcast. Every single one of them. He goes, hey, you think you could win in a fight against me? You think you could win in a fight against me? Nate Diaz was like, bro. Nate Diaz was like, are you serious right now? You asking me this fucking question? So Logan and this guy Bradley apparently got into some sort of squat, like maybe they were like beefing online, something like that, talking shit. Logan does his professional wrestling, and sometimes, and he's got Prime, he's got all these things, he's making a lot of money. And sometimes these people, like this Bradley Martin guy, they see people like Logan, they're like, this guy's a fucking pussy, I don't know if that's how it happened, but apparently it got to the point to where they fought. Apparently they fought, right? Here's the thing, though. They had no cameras. Conveniently, there were no cameras around. How convenient. How convenient for there to be no cameras around when Logan Paul decides to get into this awesome street fight. And they're about to mention it to Trump now. Let's give that a play.
He's very good, and you're very good.
He had a street fight this past week against somebody from a squad you may know as from the Nelk Boys.
Oh, right. When you said you had it out with them?
An actual street fight.
No, but a friendly one or an unfriendly one?
Oh, it was pretty unfriendly.
Yeah,
I was
not
there.
friendly. I would call it a waiver fight.
They have a great following, though. They're nice guys.
We love them.
They have such a... You do? Good,
yeah.
I'm glad, because I'm getting myself into a position here. They really are.
Look.
They did...
Trump loves the Nelk Boys. Remember, I told you this is the lower dregs. The lower dregs of the internet here. Trump, I think the only other podcast Trump has ever done is the Nelk Boys. It's called, I think their podcast is called the Full Send Podcast.
Okay.
So Trump, they bring this up. Trump's like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm friends with the Nelk Boys. I'm friends with Logan Paul. I want to get that young vote. Got to get the young vote. So what do? I'm put in this position. I don't know what to do. And then they go, oh, no. We love the Nelk Boys. We love the Nelk Boys. This is that like classic frat boy energy. They say something to feel out the room.
Right.
They want to see if Trump is going to be like, fuck the Nelk Boys.
Right.
No. Trump likes the Nelk Boys better than you guys. Okay? So let's get that straight. David Portnoy Jr., look at this fucking guy. I'm going to take control for a second. Look at this zoom in. This fucking face. You see this fucking face right here? The smile. It's fucked up, though. I can't talk shit about his smile because my teeth are actually worse than that. So I can't say much. You know what I'm saying, folks? I cannot say much. We talk shit around here, but we know our flaws. We know our flaws at the Lost Docs Media Podcast, all right?
Bruh.
So now, listen. Who? Now he asks him. Trump's like, "Who did you fight?" And then he tells him, "Go check out that next time code real fast."
Amazing.
Right.
We love the Nelk Boys, by the way. The Nelk Boy we're talking about is like it's kind of like
His name's Bradley Martin. He's a big fitness
Right.
guy because we know Kyle Forgard, Kyle, and John Shahidi for years now.
They're
But
great.
Bradley's this big 260-pound, bodybuilder, and for years he's called people out. I'm 260. I'm 260. I'll fight you. And got into it with Logan.
And how did it work out?
How you think, Mr. President?
I think
Look
he
at that.
probably did pretty good.
How do
I've
you
watched
think?
enough of you fight.
How do you think? How do you think it went, Mr. President? I knocked his block off, Mr. President. You want to see what this guy looks like, Andy?
I do, because I already know this guy is full of it, but I just want to see proof, and I need to laugh a little bit. So I want to see who this guy is.
It's Bradley Martin. When you type in Martin, it's like MARYTN or something like that, or MARTYN. TYN. See, you can already tell the type of caliber of person that we're dealing with here. Go to images and look at this guy. I'm not saying that this guy is end all be all.
What the hell?
But look at this guy compared to Logan. Bradley Martin is a bitch. He has to be. I mean, I'm not saying that I could take him. You know what I mean? I'm a bitch too. But he's one of those guys that this is like a glam up kind of thing, you know? Like, this guy's got the muscles, but can he do the job? Against Logan, I think so. You know what I mean? This is not you putting this guy in the ring against like Conor McGregor, somebody who's like smaller than him but knows how to use them hands. Yeah, this guy's getting fucked every time. But against Logan Paul, I don't know about that. I'm starting to see a little bit of bullshit. I think I can smell it. Ain't no way.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there's a picture right here. Yep, look at that.
Oh, don't worry. I got the link in the show notes. X out of this one. Let's go to the show notes. I'll show you. They conveniently had no cameras around, right? Except for when it was over. So now scroll down a little bit. You see that link? The fight that never happened. Let's cue this one up real quick. You see, they're all like, oh, it's cool, man. The fight's over. We're done now. Conveniently, that's when the cameras turn on, right?
That's it. That's it. Good stuff. Bro, thanks for letting that happen. Yeah. Sometimes, bro.
Give that a pause real quick. No scuffs. I don't see no scuffs. I don't see no marks on the faces.
It honestly just looks like they had a workout.
Right?
Not some sort of fight.
Exactly. They look like they just got done being like, let's get sweaty together real quick and then we'll turn the camera on. Let's do a couple jumping jacks real quick. A couple push-ups, we'll get some veins in the bicep. And then we'll turn the cameras on. Then we get the thing going, right? Now, remember this number. We're at like 12 seconds, right? There's only like 2 seconds left in the video. You listen, Logan's like, boys will be boys. You got to be boys, right? Play that real quick.
Boys gotta be boys, man.
Right? Now go back to that 12-second mark. Right there. Now, here's my thing. We were not recording the fight, right? Right? Am I wrong, Andy? They said that the fight wasn't recorded. They turned on the cameras after the fight was over. They're hugging it out. We're bros, man. We got no scuffs on our faces, but we did it. We did it. What's that in the corner up there, huh? What's that in the corner up there? I'm going to take control and get a zoom in real quick. Do we happen to see a security camera? I think so. Ladies and gentlemen. That video is out there. If it exists, it's out there. And they're not going to show it because it never fucking happened. You see, oh yeah, proof or it didn't happen. Kevin Hart knows. These people in the comments, they know. They know already. So now go back to you see, the security camera, the people in the comments are not stupid. They see that security camera. They know. They know. Now let's go back to those time codes real quick on that Trump interview. He says, listen, I'll let it come out of their mouths. Give this a play real fast.
It was off camera. You know, it was cool. It was like a duel, like a good old fashioned, just boys being boys. No cameras.
It was a real deal.
The real deal.
And
no rules.
Was he finished?
He quit.
He did.
Oh, he quit.
We were very impressed with him, actually.
He showed up.
Oh, he quit, did he? Did he? I wonder what Bradley Martin has to say about that. I wonder what Bradley Martin has to say about that. I have a feeling this story's not over, Andy. You know?
There isn't even a story here. Because he's writing it as this interview goes.
Exactly. He's a liar, folks. This is a grifter. This is a con artist, Logan Paul. This is the same guy who came up with the CryptoZoo scam. People are still waiting on that money.
I'll give it to wannabe Dave over here. He's really supporting his boy. He is standing by. He's a co-writer in this story that's supposed to have happened. He is standing by it throughout the entire time. I'll give it to him. Everybody needs a friend like this guy.
Mike Mallett, he's the best yes man that money can buy. I will tell you that right now. He is the best yes man that money can buy. Does not get any better than that. Does not. Because this guy will do anything to make Logan look good. And rightfully so. Logan has picked this guy up from the dregs of his life, from the lowest points in his life. You see that book right there, Andy?
Yeah.
You see, it says written on the top, it says Mike Mallett.
Mm-hmm.
This is his book.
Yeah.
He used to be an addict. He used to be a very bad heroin addict. Then he got himself cleaned up. And Logan, I will give it to Logan. Logan, I do like, the one thing I like about Logan is he meets these like nobody people and then turns them into somebody. The George Janko character that we talked about a couple episodes ago.
Right, yeah.
Same situation. Logan met George at a gym. George was nobody. George met Logan at a gym and somehow, dialed up this charismatic attitude and persona to get Logan to somehow, befriend this guy. And that's how George became who he is now. So, that's one thing I will say. I kind of like how Logan does that. That's about the only cool thing about him. I just wish he was better at picking the people, you know what I mean? George Janko and Mike Mallett. I don't know about those two. So let's go. Now, Logan, this street fight thing, it obviously never happened. We're going to move past it. We'll talk about it when people start, I want to hear Bradley Martin. He's going to say something about this. He has to. If he doesn't, he's a bitch. You heard it here first. So going past that, now they start getting more into the conversation. And remember, I said earlier, Trump is like, "Whoa, your brother, you fight with your brother, you do on there." He's like poking these like little jabs at Logan in the interview, right? And Logan is a wrestler. That's, aside from his YouTube career and Prime, that's probably the best thing that he's known for. Because people who are hardcore wrestling heads will tell you Logan is he's a very good wrestler. He's a very good wrestler. So, that's something that he's very well known for. And Trump knows this, and he ends up saying something to him about it. Go to that next time code.
When you can take 200 shots to the face and then look forward to the second round. Yeah. It's interesting. A lot of wrestlers they want to do the UFC thing, but they can't take the shots because they're wrestlers.
Pause that right there. Go back to that frame with Logan. Look at his face. You see Logan's face? I don't know if you picked up on that, Andy, or the people listening at home. But Trump has basically just said, all wrestlers are bitches. They can't hack it in the UFC. They can't take the punches to the face because the punches that are dished out in the wrestling ring are not real, my friend. It's the biggest backhanded diss. Yeah, you see Mike Malik. He's like, this motherfucker. Look, I'm going to take control and zoom in on this real quick, Andy. You see Mike Malik. He's like, I cannot fucking believe you said that shit to my boy. You know what I mean? He's like, I can't believe you said that shit to my boy. How dare you? You know what I mean? And Logan's face. Let's get a zoom in on Logan. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this guy. He's heartbroken. He's heartbroken. He has no idea how to take it. He's like, should I walk out of this interview? We got so many Prime bottles everywhere. I spent all the money to get the American flags on the outside of the bottles. He's like, I don't know. Why would he say that to me? Why would he say that to me? It's so funny. We hit the time code again. I want to hear that again. Listen to what he says to him very carefully. You can't take the punches. All the wrestlers want to be UFC guys. Listen to this.
When you can take 200 shots to the face and then look forward to the second round. Yeah. You know, it's interesting. A lot of wrestlers want to do the UFC thing, but they can't take the shots because they're wrestlers.
My Lord. Oh my Lord. Logan's sweating. He's like, he has no idea how to take this. This is probably one of Logan's heroes, and he's hearing this right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And
I'm really surprised if Paul goes on and says, all right, team, let's try to get into this UFC thing because big boy Trump said I got to go in it.
Oh, yeah. Look, he comes out with like a diss video. He's like, oh, Mr. Trump, you said I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? He does a whole campaign about it and shit. You want to know what's funny about that? Go back to the show notes. I love this. I like putting together these dots where they probably shouldn't be getting connected. So Trump said that to him, right? And then look what he says. Go scroll up to the top and then click the promo. Look at how the promo is for this. They try to make it like, see, he puts he's got the belt in there, the wrestling championship belt. You can pause it, that's fine. We can get out, go back to the time codes because we're gonna have to blast through some of these. We're running out of time here, folks. This interview is just so rich with these stupid little moments. You know what I mean? It's so funny. Let's scroll down on the time codes. Let's scroll down. Let's see. So we got, look, they go through some stuff. Big Mike is trying to act like an adult. He's like asking these like serious big boy questions. Yeah. Watch this. Go to the one. We'll watch one of them real fast. I don't want to comment on it too much. I just want you to see Mike is doing everything to make sure his head doesn't explode while reading this question.
Ago about President Biden authorized the use of American weapons in Russia, which has now led to a fleet of Russian warships coming towards Cuba this week. What are your thoughts and concerns around our current handling of our relationship with Russia?
Well, look at this. This guy, it's so funny, dude. Click back 5 seconds real quick. I want you to see. Look at this. Get a picture of Dave Portnoy in a suit. Google that. That exact term. Google that. Dave Portnoy in a suit. Wait until you see this, dude. It's gonna fucking blow your mind, my friend. Look, he wants to be Dave Portnoy so bad. Okay, do that one where he's at the racetrack. Look at the one where he's at no. Go up, please. It looks like he's got like a drink or a sandwich in his hand or something. To the right, 3. right there. Click that one. Pull that and put it next to pull that and put it next to what's his face. Look at this. He wants to be Dave Portnoy so bad. You can see it. He wishes. I'm gonna take over, get a zoom on that. Look at this. He wants it so bad. He's like, man, I would do anything to have that suit. If he had that bow tie, he'd be so happy. He'd be so fucking happy, dude. He'd be so happy. It's so funny. And then he goes to tell Trump about his book, right? Go down to the 34 mark. That one. It's so funny. The way Trump kind of just immediately throws the charm. He's like, I'm never going to fucking read this book. Watch this shit. He doesn't say that to him, but you can just tell. It's like, watch. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Can I see the book?
Absolutely.
We're gonna make this sucker a best-selling book.
There's a message. There's a message for you.
No,
in it
it's
as well.
such an important.
It's actually
Where's
already
my camera?
it's already a
Go
best-selling
out and
book.
buy this book. It's great.
That was for you, I believe.
I wrote a message.
Look,
to it.
tell me,
Well, I'm gonna keep it.
they love
But
this
it's
guy.
such an important topic. Yeah, seriously,
They love
that's so
this guy.
important.
There's a lot of people that are still kind of wrapped up in that world, and I
You
just want to
can
ask
pause
you some
it.
questions.
He's where's my camera at? He's like, you gotta buy this book. It's so good. It's so good. It's great. He's never even. This is the first time he's holding the book. He's never read the book. He's like, this book is great. We're gonna turn this into a #1 bestseller. Putting my name on it right now. You heard it here first, folks. Trump endorses this book. It's a wonderful book. We're endorsing the book. It's a wonderful book. You gotta watch it #1 bestseller. This is just, it's too much. And then watch, we all know Trump's a busy guy. He's like, soon he's going to be, I got to get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? What are we doing? But watch, he extends the interview a little bit and look at the way that they act. Look at these two kids, the way that they act. It's fucking hilarious.
Mr. President, I got the 10-minute warning from the team, which is now 8-minute.
Let's let him go a little longer. It's fine. I like it. Is that okay?
Look at it.
Yeah, let him go a little bit longer.
What are we doing here? What is
Look at
this?
these
What
two guys.
are they, fucking
And then it'll
kids?
turn out-
What are they, children? You see that? He's like, let me give him 20 more minutes. They're like, oh, fuck yeah. A kid gets like McDonald's or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, this is the greatest.
It's like you've been asking your parents so all day. They've been saying no, and then your parents have a change of heart. They're like, all right, we can get you that Nintendo game. yeah, mom says yes.
Oh, yeah, the kid's doing the chainsaw and shit. He's like, yes. You know what I mean? That's pure joy these two are just experienced. Pure joy. Go back 5 seconds. Let's watch the look on their faces. You can't get it any better than this. This is just, they're so happy.
Is that okay? Yeah, let him go a little bit longer.
You can pause it right there. They're so happy. Look, I'm gonna take over to zoom in. We gotta look at this. That is pure joy. Look, I gotta get used to not doing that. Look, that is pure bliss. Look at Logan. He's like, he's like, I can't believe it. And then here's the best part. I give it back to you, Andy. Here's the best part. They finally get, so they asked like some stupid, you saw Mike, he's like, what's your relationship with Russia? And I mean, these are not the questions that their audience, the impulsive audience wants to hear. Mm-hmm. These 14-year-old kids, they don't care about Russian affairs. You know what I mean? They want to know about the real shit. And they finally get their chance to ask about this. Let's go to the last time code. They finally get their chance to ask the questions, the questions that Logan really wants to ask. And then this is what he gets to. I was interested in this.
Yeah. UFOs, UAPs.
I know.
The disclosure we've seen in Congress recently. It's confusing and upsetting a lot of Americans because there's something happening. There are unidentified aerial phenomena in the sky. We don't know what they are. Do you?
So it's such a question I do get a lot, and it's such an interesting question. I've met with pilots that look just like you, actually. Okay, they have more of a crew
Throws
cut.
a charm on him.
Okay, they
like
look
you.
like him, and they look like you. Some of them look like you,
A little fatter.
but these are perfect people, and they're not
crazy.
conspiratorial. They're not crazy,
Pause that
and
real
they tell me.
fast. They finally get the shot, right? They finally get, Logan's like, I've been waiting for this one. It's almost time to go. Mike won't shut the fuck up. He wants to be like Dave Portnoy. I'm getting ready to fire this fucking guy. I finally get to ask this question. Look, he gave him the snap. Do you know about aliens, brother? Do you know about aliens, brother? And Trump's about to let it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Watch what happens next.
Stories that they've seen things that you wouldn't believe. These are not people that you would say, "Gee, oh, that's okay."
President of the United States.
But-
I said,
Are you?
That's Joe
kidding?
Biden wanting to do
Oh,
it.
pause that real fast.
So-
What the fuck?
Kidding.
You finally get this guy to start spreading the fucking word on the shit that people really want to hear about. Nobody gives a fuck about foreign affairs anymore. I mean, come on. Leave that shit for the left wingers and stuff like that, right? We want to know about aliens, people. And they finally get this guy to start talking about the shit, and Mike's fucking phone goes off.
There's no way that happened.
Oh yeah. Look, and Logan's like trying to play it off, but you can tell he's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm gonna take it. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, you're joking, right? You're fucking joking, right? Look at this. Watch. Look at this. Watch. You're gonna see. We're gonna do it. Watch. Right here.
President of the United States.
But
I said, was your
Who
phone
is it?
silent?
That's Joe Biden wanting to do an interview. So
I said, and then it cuts. Did you see the cut?
Yeah.
That's how bad it got. Logan probably fucking reamed this guy the fuck. He was probably like, dude, we just got rid of George. Now I gotta fucking get rid of you. What the fuck are you doing?
Listen, I'm not a fan of these guys whatsoever. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump whatsoever. But you have Donald Trump on your show and you leave your ringer on? Nah, dude.
What are you doing, right?
No, dude. No, dude. No, you got. Oh my! I'm pissed off. I'm so pissed off. You gotta be kidding me.
Fire this fucking clown, dude. Fire this fucking clown.
My! How do you?
It was their one shot, folks. It was their one shot to get the information. And I'll let you guys watch the interview. Trump answers it kind of not the way you want him to answer it. He kind of just like fluffs around the answer. Once again, I'll leave it to you folks. If you want to watch it, you can go ahead and watch it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're about to move on. But yeah, that was it. Mike Malik blew it. It was an interesting interview. We can exit out of this and go back to the notes. It was an interesting interview, but I got to say, not impressed with Mr. Malik's performance. Not impressed, And there are some of these other podcasts that I get very impressed with every now and then from people that you very much would not expect. The guy that I'm talking about right now is Mr. Howie Mandel. This guy is like a fucking enigma, dude. I don't know what is going on with Mr. Mandel. He has this weird podcast. It's called Howie Mandel Does Stuff. It's with him and his daughter, right? And all they do is like these weird antics in this beefed out fucking studio somewhere in Los Angeles. I don't fucking know where. And every now and then he pulls out a very, very comedic gem that you just don't expect. You know what I mean? And the one time he did it, that caught my attention, because Howie Mandel is more of a boomer celebrity. He was, I think he was in like The Goonies or something. He was younger. He was like a child actor. Then he did, what was the game show? You remember the game show he did?
Deal or No Deal.
Yes. He was doing that for fucking years, dude. Everyone loved him. Household name. This is your grandmother's favorite guy, So he's not a very funny person to younger people. And I'm not younger. I'm 35. you know. But I like to roll to the beat of a younger drummer. You know what I mean? I don't really dig all the stuff that should be more appropriate for my age group. Call me immature, I'll take it. But when it caught my attention, one of these little comedic gems that Howie throws into the world every now and then was he went on TikTok and he ended up showing a video of his prolapsed anus on TikTok. Went very viral when that happened. You know, not something you expect to see is this boomer celeb busting out a prolapsed anus on TikTok. So that went viral on Twitter, everywhere. Everybody's making stitches of it. Why would he show this? Why would he show this? Right? And then later down the line, you know, he gets off my radar. I don't hear about the guy because I don't care about him all that much, right? He doesn't do funny stuff. That was funny, yes, but he didn't mean to do it, right? It's not like he was trying to be funny. He's just probably being some old-ass guy that's a little out of touch. And then he has Dana White on his podcast. Dana White walks off. 5 seconds in, Dana's like, I'm fucking done with this shit. He just leaves.
Get out.
Yeah, then that went viral, right?
Whoa.
So then now I'm like, what's going on with Howie Mandel? Why does he have these like little viral moments and stuff like that, you know? I'm kind of, it's got me thinking because he had the prolapsed anus.
Another one.
Then he has the fucking Dana White incident.
Another one.
Right? So I'm like, what's going on with this guy? Then I find out he has Ray J on his podcast recently this week. Not very big news. I don't give a fuck about Ray J either. But then I find out that he shows Ray J the prolapsed anus. Oh, what is happening here, man?
So you must go.
I gotta shorten that sound bite. That thing is way too long, brother. But yeah, so he shows Ray J his prolapsed anus. But there are some other little golden moments we'll dig into real fast. Ray J ended up having this #1 single. That's why he's doing this little podcast junket. He wants to promote his #1 single, right? Which I'll tell you right now, that shit had to have been bought. Because I listened to the song and it fucking sucks, dude. I'm telling you right now, it's not even something that you would. It's just trash. It's fucking not good. It's not a club hit. It's not good to dance to. It's not a driving song. You're not going to be, you know, getting down the road, getting after it, listening to that one. There's really no situation that I would find anyone being in where this song would be the end-all be-all song to play. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he had to have bought that shit. But then you find out, let's go to the ratchet shows. You start hearing a little bit of like what Ray J's been up to lately. It's kind of weird.
Right.
What is the most ratchet show on that new platform?
The most ratchet show on our platform would probably be the new Fight Club coming. And it's a great show. Oh, well, actually, Sukiana has a show called Little Coochies of Miami.
The Little Coochies of
Yeah,
Miami.
It's a really good show, man. I love
that.
And then there's also Coochie Boys, Coochie Girls coming too after that. So that's one of our shows. We have the Girls Club, which is it's a 14 cast transgender show.
This
it's
is
really
the stuff.
loud, but the stories are being told.
This is what Ray
correctly.
J's been up to lately. You know, he's like making shows like MILF Island and shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's him?
I don't know if MILF Island is actually him, but this he's making Fight Club. He's got like transgender. What was that he was talking about? What, like go back 5 seconds. What was the one transgender one he said?
That's one of our shows. We have the Girls Club.
The
which
Girls
is
Club.
It's a 14 cast transgender show.
You see, go back to that frame. See if you could skip back to that frame. Look at the picture of it when you get to it. Look, this girl's got like a wrestling outfit on. Like one could only imagine what this show's about. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, we put 14 transgenders into a house and they just beating the fuck out of each other. The last one that makes it out alive wins $100,000. But we're not paying for medical bills. We're not paying for medical bills.
The Hunger Games of transgender.
Yeah, dude. He puts the cornucopia in the middle. He's like, all the weapons are here. We got hair dryers. We got double-sided dildos. We got all sorts of stuff they can beat each other up with. You know, this is what Ray J has been up to. He goes on the podcast. He talks about he has this new network. They're trying to do all these ratchet shows. He wants to be like the ratchet BET, I guess, is what I would imagine. BET's not ratchet enough. You know? Because BET, they got some ratchety ass shows on BET already. I thought they had that covered. So
I guess not.
yeah, I don't know. I guess Ray J's tapping into like an untapped market here. So then, shortly after this, they go through the interview, and then fucking Howie Mandel's like, "Oh, hey, you want to see my prolapsed anus?" Like, you know what I mean? It's just like out of nowhere.
You mean like the outer lip?
The meaty curtains.
So
That's not what we call it. That's rude. That's inappropriate.
Is that
It's
rude?
like if an ass was turned inside out, it would look like the tip of a water gun.
Like that.
No, it looks like that.
That's a prolapse.
Have you ever seen a
ass
prolapse?
inside out?
Yeah, do you want to see
You
one
want to
live?
see what they go like?
Look at
No.
that.
I would
Hold
love that.
Okay.
This Howie Mandel is growing on me so much when I watch this interview because he's so dad humor. You know what I mean? And I'm getting older. Then maybe I'm playing into it. I don't know. You know, he's so like he's like the meaty curtains. You know, trying to be like funny and shit. It's just gross, dude. It's just fucking gross. And then right away, I'm not gonna lie though, his daughter.
Oh, that's her?
His daughter?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. She kind of looks a little good. You know, I don't know. She does look a little bit like him, though. Maybe I want to fuck Howie Mandel. I have no idea.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, but do you see? And he goes, "Oh yeah, it's this. It's this right here. It's my asshole." You know, he's like, "Go ahead, Ray J. Look at my ass."
Yeah, time out. Does he actually show it?
Oh man, you want to see? You want to see the truth? It's so funny. He shows it to him. Yeah, here, hit play.
Okay.
Let's bring it in.
We'll bring it in.
We also have a crew called the Gagency. And I want to shout out to the Gagency.
Agency.
Oh,
You
I
should
forgot
get
about
Also
the
want to shout
shout-outs.
out to Gate RPR.
Okay, you should get this guy Hunter,
Forgot about
who
the
I met
shout
on.
outs. You see how he keeps saying
Yeah.
the shout out? Dude, this guy at the end of the video, it's like 38 shout outs. This guy shouted every time he talks about anything. He's like, shout out to the band, shout out. The Gagency. This is his friend of gay minions. He has this group of gay minions. They all run around and doing his bidding, getting him coffee maybe. Just, hey, start a show. We need you to start a show about wrestling, transgender wrestling. The Gagency, they got it covered. Yeah, he's talking about this. And then yeah, Howie shows it to him. Right after this, Howie shows it to him.
Was an ass.
I can't see that that's an ass, but it looks
You just
like
said it was.
It looks like the brain of an inside of an ass.
Coming out of the back of somebody's pants.
I've been educated, so I've been talking to the Gagency about a lot of
Get
different
ready
things
for
about
another
an
class.
ass.
Here we go. Look at this. Tell me
All
what
right.
you think of this.
Shout out to the Rod and
Shout
Dump and
out.
D.
Fucking
There you go.
shout out.
So
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I don't know how many times we had to play this video.
What are you thinking?
I didn't come here for this.
That's it right there. Classic reaction. He's like, I didn't come here for this. I did not come. He asked to see it. He said to him, do you want to see it? Howie gave you an out, man. He gave you an easy out. You could have still made that funny and not seen the asshole, buddy.
All I can hear is DJ Khaled from Miami saying, "Congratulations, you played yourself."
Oh,
If you
yeah.
asked to see it, you got it. And all of a sudden you want to see it? Congratulations, Ray J. You just played yourself.
And he
Hard
doesn't
as
even look angry.
No, he doesn't.
He looks
Which
like
is-
he found himself a new thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, agency.
The Gagency.
The agency is really making him soft.
Yes.
No pun intended.
Yes. Yes. He's like, I'm gonna have to pass this information on to the Gagency. You know, it's funny. He's like Gagency. I need you to take this information and make it useful for me later. We need to make use of this at once. But yeah, it's just funny. And here's why I say Howie Mandel is kind of growing on me, and why he is kind of a little bit of a comedic genius, a little bit, is because I ended up finding out the prolapsed anus, not his. The TikTok thing where he exposed himself talking about his prolapsed anus and showing it on TikTok wasn't his. He did it for fucking fun. He did it as a joke. So it went viral on TikTok. He was joking around. He was fucking around. He wasn't even serious.
Oh, you gotta be. Because as soon as you said it to me, I was like, that doesn't sound like something Howie Mandel would do. I was like, not that I know him like that, but he's very particular in stuff that he does, and he's very cautious on doing crazy shit like that. So when you said I'm like, that there's no way. What the hell happened to Howie?
It was all a joke. He just did it as a joke, and he's fucking with Ray J right now. This is not his asshole. And then the Dana White walk-off, he planned it. Dana White was in his studio. Howie Mandel owns like fucking 30 social media companies or something like that. He produces an assload of podcasts. He represents influencers. There's a lot of shit Howie's doing behind the scenes.
Whoa.
So Dana White is in Howie's studio for like an unrelated thing. He's like getting a tour, and Howie's like, hey, will you come into my podcast and walk off of it? We'll record it, and then we'll post it. It'll go viral. So he already knows like the makeup of the fucking landscape and shit that he's trying to navigate. And he just does these things every now and then that are fucking pure gold. Sad thing is they don't pan out for him. This video came out 11 days ago. It's got like 10,000 views. Now I'm not going to talk shit because I'm a small, very, very small channel, but I'm not Howie Mandel. You know what I mean? I don't have Ray J on my podcast. Like, you'd think it would get maybe 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, right?
Right.
What's happening here? But yeah, he just does these little things that are just solid gold. Like, I ended up finding out about that Dana White thing because Dana White was on Flagrant and ended up talking about it there. Howie wanted to keep it secret, and the only reason Dana outed it is because Dana went to some event and everybody in the event was chanting "fuck Howie Mandel" because of the video, because he walked off. So Dana was like, Howie's the nicest. He's the nicest fucking guy. So he ended up saying, like, look, it was staged. Don't say fuck Howie Mandel. He's the greatest guy. I will go to bat for him. I love Howie Mandel. So that's how anyone even found out about it. Howie would have kept it. Howie would have kept the secret.
Damn.
So he's every now and then, Howie Mandel just does these little gotchas. You know what I mean? I love that.
That's great. Yeah.
I love that. But let's stray away from Howie Mandel. We're running out of time. I want to go into some of these current events. We got Joe Rogan. He's responsible. He was one of the co-founders of the company Onit. Onit was doing supplements. They had this brand of supplements called Alpha Brain, right? And Joe Rogan, he's shilling this stuff around town. He's talking about it left and right. He's got ads and all these things playing on Instagram. I'm scrolling through Instagram. I can't get 5 fucking posts without seeing Onit. This guy talking about Alpha Brain. This stuff's cognitive memory out the wazoo. You're going to be the sharpest. You're going to be the fucking smartest guy in the room. This guy is fucking selling these pills left and right. And people are ingesting this stuff. The funny thing is, he never talks about it on his podcast. Every now and then, you hear him talk about it on his podcast. Very sparingly. When people bring up the supplements, you would think that if this guy really felt that strongly about his product, he would be advertising it on his podcast. He's advertising BetterHelp. He's advertising fucking these fucking glasses. He's advertising Raycons, the earbuds. We just got done talking about Ray J. Shout out to Ray J. But he doesn't talk about this brand that much on his podcast. Very sparingly, he does this. So now Onit is facing a class action lawsuit because people are finding out that the pills don't actually do anything. You know? So let's check out the article first. You'll see it right there. It's written, folks. The headline says, Joe Rogan-backed pharma company is being sued for peddling health supplements with false advertising. So now let's scroll down and read a little bit of this article here. You're going to see, folks, this is not pretty. This is not pretty because people trust this guy for their health information. And mind you, I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan. I still listen to his show. I don't know if I'm going to buy any more health products related to him selling them, but I still listen, you know. So a lawsuit has been filed against a health supplement company co-founded by controversial podcast host Joe Rogan over misleading advertising that one of its products actually works to improve brain function. This is what he's been saying. Onit, it's the number one. Onit, which the lawsuit notes was co-founded by Rogan, who promotes the product on his controversial podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. Let me tell you right now, he doesn't do it a lot, ladies and gentlemen. He does it very sparingly. Was sold to Unilever in 2021. So neither Rogan nor his podcast are named as defendants in the complaint obtained by The Independent. Now, I just skipped ahead a little bit because I want you guys to hear that piece of information first. That's very important. That Joe is not being named as one of the people who has to defend himself in this lawsuit. It's solely on the company. Now, what are they being sued for? The suit claims that the supplement performed no better than a placebo in most of the tests in a clinical study. As a matter of fact, in many cases, the placebo worked better than the actual product. So, basically, this guy has been shilling these pills, saying that they will make you smarter, faster, stronger. It's like a limitless pill. This guy is advertising. Now, mind you, he doesn't talk about it a lot on the show. Most of the advertisements, and I watch his show, I listen to all of them. Very sparingly, he talks. 3.5 hours, this guy might mention Onit once every 4 episodes, maybe. None of the advertisements on the podcast are for Onit. They're all for different brands. Any of the advertisements you see are going to be while you're scrolling through Instagram, while you're scrolling through Facebook. You might see a YouTube short, TikTok, something like that. Now, why did I tell you that he's not involved in the class action lawsuit first? Why did I tell you that piece of information first? Because those ads were going out so goddamn hard, and he was part of the company. Now, while those ads were getting pumped and these clinical tests that were not being performed yet, he's raking in money. He's getting all of this money. Yes, it's raised a lot of money. A lot of money there, folks. He's getting all of it. He hasn't sold the company yet. And then, he's got business advisors and they're telling him, hey, eventually we're going to have to clinically test this thing, right? We're good to sell it for now. We got all the gears turning for now, but eventually we're going to have to clinically test this thing. So what would anybody do in that kind of situation? Before the clinical tests get brought up, you sell the company, right? You sell the company so that when these tests do come about and your product is bullshit, you're not held liable for any of that. So now this company Onit is owned by another company called Unilever, and Joe Rogan is free of all of it. He does not have to deal with any of that shit.
Smart.
Right? But what is real, you see, the Onit pills were not real, but what is real, what is very much real, is all of the money that Joe made off of you before the clinical test came out. So that's just, I had to bring that up, folks, because this is a very big name in entertainment here. This is Joe Rogan Experience here. And apparently the experience is not real. So everybody, we got to know about this kind of stuff, folks. We got to know about this stuff. It's very important if you're ingesting this stuff. You heard the article. You're better off taking sugar pills than taking Joe Rogan. Okay? So what are we doing here? What are we even doing? Let's go back to the show. I want to check out some of these other current events. Oh no, let's actually, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's watch this advertisement. Let's see how hard he was pushing this stuff. Look at this.
Alpha Brain is one of the most important supplements that I've ever found ever in my life, if not the most important one, and the one that I cherish the most. Anytime I have to use my memory, anytime cognitive function is important, which is most of the things that I do, I use Alpha Brain constantly. Alpha Brain is up to 30%
Look, we don't even have to watch the
during
rest of it. I'm good. This guy's like, take the Alpha Brain. You'll be able to make things float with your mind. You're going to be able to do all sorts of awesome stuff. You'll think faster, stronger, smarter. It's all bullshit, folks. You gotta pay attention to this stuff. You gotta do your research. Remember that. Let's check out some of the other current events. See what else we got going on. I wanted to check out this Jack Doherty. This Jack Doherty stuff. Jack Doherty is this bullshit streamer. He likes to do these in real life streamers. Last week we covered Vitali. He's doing that shit. Jack is he marches to a little bit of a different tune. He likes to get in people's faces, make asses out of people, but he walks around with like 9 security guys, very big, and he just likes to test his boundaries everywhere he goes. And the kids on Kick and Twitch, they eat it up. But what happens when you find these types of people out in the wild without their security? You get this.
Jack Doherty's at our gas station. Hey, yo, pussy! Yo, fucking pussy, bro. What you gonna do about it, bitch? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Oh.
Yeah, you finger the Island Boys, bro. You a bitch. You a bitch, bro. Hop in your whip. You ain't gonna do shit. Kids in the Island Boys fingering them and shit. Gay ass hoes. Gay ass hoes.
Look at him.
Yeah. Why you wearing pussy? Jack Doherty.
Bruh.
That was his Lambo making that noise. He pulled away. His Lambo's like, bruh, bruh, bruh. Such a bitch. Now, normally I wouldn't go so far out of my way to bring attention to something like this just to be like, look at him being such a pussy, you know, because if I was out there pumping my gas and I got rolled up on fucking 9, 10 teenagers, I'd probably be pretty damn scared too. Teenagers scare the fuck out of me. Yeah. I'm going to be real with you. You don't know what they're going to do nowadays. They got the knockout game. They don't care about the consequences. They're all thinking in likes and comments and shares and shit. They're thinking in TikToks. They're going to do anything for the gram. You never know. You never know with these kids. But I bring it up to him because of the way he acts in his other streams. Let's go back. I want to show you guys what his other streams are like.
We got out of there, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Watch your language. There's kids around here.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
What are you talking about?
Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm sure your kids watch.
Get away from me.
You started talking to me, buddy.
Get away from me.
You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go.
Look, the
walk away.
security.
Get something to say, you motherfucker.
McKinley, back up.
What the fuck's your problem?
He's got security, though.
We got.
You know, he's got the security to back him, dude. See, was that even the same person? You know? And people in the comments in the other video trying to say it was staged. I don't know. Was it? Because you see the way he acts when how would you say? When the cameras are rolling, when it's action time. You know what I mean? You see the way he's acting.
What the hell?
Here's my thing. If you think that's staged, ask yourself, why would someone who's making content like this need to stage something like that? The shock value is already there in the content. You don't need to stage a situation of you getting bitched out in public when you're out there bitching out other people with your security guards. It doesn't make sense. This guy got his shit pushed in public, and, you know, that's just the way it is. I'm happy to see it, for one. But let's check out some of the other stuff we got going. Oh, let's check out that. Yeah, what you had that thing with Nick Cannon, right? What was it? Open it. Spill the tea, Andy. What's going on with Nick Cannon?
So we all know Nick Cannon to how do I say it? He has a big family tree.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And it doesn't seem like he is stopping those roots. I think he's going to add more branches to his tree. And he wants to insure his family jewels.
He wants to get insurance on his balls.
There we go. I didn't want to say it. I needed you to say it. And that is the clip that we need. That's the soundbite we need.
Oh, we can. Hey, Andy, speak your mind on this show. We can say whatever, man. This guy wants to get his balls insured. Who am I?
Oh my God!
Who am I to say that he can't? You know.
That's exactly what he wants to do.
And so he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to like shoot a couple of loads out and then freeze them and insure that. He wants to actually insure his balls. Like if he gets like kicked in the nuts or loses one, he gets a payout.
Essentially, that's what's happening, and it all seems to come from a partnership that he's recently done with Dr. Squatch. I don't know if you know Dr. Squatch.
I do. Good soap, but that shit disappears, man, so fast.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I love them, but it just within a blink of an eye, I'm like, I already need my second bar.
Where's my soap? And they're like, oh, cut it in half. It'll last long. Bitch, that shit doesn't do anything. Cutting the bar in half doesn't do anything to make it last longer. You just get two separate bars that disappear fast as fuck. So what I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Just reading the article, it says, just when you think the world can finally stop focusing on Nick Cannon's balls, he finds a way to bring them back into the spotlight. And this time, he didn't even get anyone pregnant. The father of 12 recently partnered with the soap company Dr. Squatch, and they opted to insure his infamous balls for a whopping $10 million.
What they just did to this man, they basically put a magnet on his dick. You have no idea. Is he married? Do you know?
Not that I know of.
So he's single.
From what I can tell, yeah.
It's over. This guy is going to be pounding puss till this time next year, dude. Every single girl that hears about this, you know how they're going to be like, oh, he's got insurance on his balls. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's weird and it's kooky and he's a celebrity. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to be like, I got to drain those insured balls. You know what I mean? Like, girls are going to be lining up for this shit.
And the article continues. Over the years, Nick Cannon and his balls have caused a bit of controversy in social media comedy over his multiple children with multiple women. As you probably know, Cannon is the father to 12 children with 6 different women, including singer Mariah Carey. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. And you're right. It just puts a target on his. The saying goes, target on his back. Well, I think for Nick Cannon, we can make that exception and just say, puts a target on his balls.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's worth $10 million.
Girls are going to be doing backflips onto that guy's cock, dude.
Ooh, man. And on top of that, recently, he did announce he's not thinking of stopping.
Oh, he wants to have more kids. Oh, this is
more.
How nice is it that you can be a celebrity and be at home and just think like, man, I haven't got a lot of pussy lately. And then you start like this whole sponsorship campaign thing to be like, I'm going to get more pussy. You know what I mean? That's like, that's so easy. This guy he's living it up. He's going to need that Dr. Squatch sponsorship to pay off all those fucking child support bills because this guy, I couldn't imagine making the monthly fucking payments this guy has to make, dude.
No, it's insane. I mean, but credit to him in terms of his business aspect. He does a lot of stuff. I think in a way he's kind of like Howie Mandel, where behind the scenes he's got a lot of stuff going on. So all that money coming in, yeah. I mean, and on top of that, 12 kids, I wouldn't be able to be like, nah, I just need one job. Now him having his hands in different things, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You hear about all that. I didn't even know he had 12. I thought he had like 6. Fucking 12, dude. Holy fuck, man.
No, you're right. Times 2.
Exactly. Oh, man. That is great, dude. We could get into some funny videos on that note, dude. That is not bad, dude. That is not bad at all. So in the last, I don't think it was the last episode. I think it was the one before that. When did we talk about the dumbest driver?
Yeah, I want to say it was the last one, but I don't know. It kind of feels like it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe. We in recent episodes we talked about the dumbest driver alive. This guy ends up pulling up. He's on Zoom. He's driving. He has court. He zooms into the court. He gets caught driving, and the court hearing that they're having is for him having a suspended license. That's basically the story in a nutshell. This guy doesn't realize that he's being so stupid, and he drives on camera while he's supposed to be in court for a suspended license. So the judge in the video, the original one we watched, had said, hey, man, that's not cool. You're going to have to turn yourself in. We're revoking your bond. If you do not turn yourself in, by 6 o'clock, we're going to put a warrant out for your arrest. Naturally, that's hilarious. You know what I mean? We went over the comments, dude. Fucking so funny. Apparently, they're saying that the world owes this man an apology. They're saying that the court made a clerical error and that his license was not supposed to be suspended, right?
No.
Yes. So the video went viral. He was getting a bunch of shit online. The judge was getting shit. They're like, yo, you owe this guy an apology. You can see the Twitter fucking post. It says, this is Corey Harris. The world owes him an apology. You know, he went on Zoom. He did this. It was a clerical error. Corey was innocent. He's a victim.
Wow.
Let's check this video out. We're not going to watch the whole thing. We don't have that much time, but we'll get the gist of it real quick.
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
Corey Harris was cited for driving while license suspended in Pittsfield Township back in October. He said it was suspended for unpaid child support. Secretary of State records show his license was first suspended for child support back in 2010. But Harris told us he thought his license had been reinstated.
They were supposed to have been lifted it two years ago, but they didn't.
And according to the Saginaw County court records we found, Harris is right. In January 2022, a judge rescinded that suspension on his license. But for some reason, that information never got to the Secretary of State.
We can pause it right there. So naturally, you know, people online, they see this kind of stuff, especially with how viral this thing went. Just one of the people that posted it on Twitter, I had seen it had like 14 million views or something like that on the post. You know, you throw some compound numbers on that with other big viral accounts posting about it. This guy was all over Twitter alone. I could only imagine he was on Instagram, Facebook, all of it, you know? So people, when they hear this kind of stuff, what are they going to do? They're going to go after the judge online. They're going to find out who he is. They're going to, America needs to apologize to this man, right? Turns out it was not an error.
Wait.
Turns out his license actually was suspended. So the judge was getting a bunch of shit online. Everybody's fucking victimizing this guy, saying, oh, he's a victim. They're making the judge out to be a villain. All this shit online. No. There was no clerical error. Somehow this guy spun this to these news outlets. This dude, Corey Harris, the guy that got his license suspended, was doing like interviews with different people. Oh, it was a clerical error. And somehow he got these people to believe him. You see right here, this is from a news outlet. This video, you know, so he got these people to believe him. He was lying the whole time. Let's go back to look at the notes. We have the video of the judge telling them, hey, man, you are wrong. And this is what actually happened. I will let the judge himself say the words so that you, the audience, can hear them.
Let me make it very clear, based upon what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever, and has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this great union. He has never had a license.
But how do we go forward?
Say what now?
That's why
He never had a what? He never had a what in any state? Look at that, folks. How the judge was getting so much shit online. And this is the court hearing afterwards. Notice how he doesn't have the same representation.
Notice how he's not driving either.
Exactly. They got him. But his other lawyer was a white chick, some white chick. He doesn't even have the same lawyer. She was probably like, I'm not representing this fucking idiot anymore. She's like, it's this guy fucking driving. We're here for suspended license. What the fuck are you doing? She's like, I'm not representing this fucking guy. Shit goes on my permanent record. God damn it. I don't need this shit. So the rest of the video is just them being, going back and forth. The lawyer's like, I didn't know any of that. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, I know. You're just representing him and whatever. But yeah, that's it. Turns out Mr. Harris not only did not have a Michigan license ever. So how could you have a clerical error? This guy's never had a license. Not only in Michigan, he's never had one in any state ever. He goes and spins this bullshit story to these news people and says, oh, we need to apologize to this guy. Turns out he was dead wrong the entire time. As a matter of fact, I looked into it even further and found out in the state of Michigan, you can either have a ID or you can have a driver's license. You cannot have both. So when you go to the DMV, you're going to get one. This guy not only has not had a license ever in Michigan, he's not had a license in any state ever. Every single year, he has gone back to the Michigan DMV to reinstate his ID card. So he even knew that he didn't have a valid license the entire time. We cracked the case, folks.
Wow.
I'm not going to say we were the first ones to do it, but we fucking got him. All right? We fucking got him. That's it. Corey Harris, I'm sorry to say, but you're going away, my friend.
FBI, open up!
There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. The courts have spoken. The courts have spoken. Let's move on. Let's see what else we got here. We got some more good ones. I know we got some more good ones. The Freak Fight League. The Freak Fight League. Andy, you remember this? We had, all right, so in the previous episodes, we've talked about the Freak Fight League on multiple occasions. We had these guys. I can't seem to not find them in my algorithms. I don't know what it is. I don't know why the internet keeps trying to do this to me. But every single time I'm getting these Freak Fight League videos.
Another one.
I can't help it but watch them every time. We had the one, it was 2 girls versus one guy, one giant guy. Then we had that amazing head kick from those two little people fighting. Was that the proper term? Little people? Midgets, dwarfs, little people? What do you call them? I don't know. I can't figure it out. But now Freak Fight League has blessed my timeline with another great video. Let's check this out, Andy. This is good. Jesus Christ. Dude, they're just throwing hey, 2 girls versus a guy, 2 midgets head kicking each other. Like, there are 2 dudes in there with the fuck. They don't care.
That was awesome.
Wasn't it? Dude, that guy was fucking.
He almost, like, you don't mind if I play it again? I just want to see that.
No, I don't mind.
Look at that. He looked like a crane just picking up a car and just throwing it somewhere. Like, he just, without any, mind you, without any sort of struggle, he just picked them up, threw them, and saw the other guys like, come on, you want next? And what the other guy do? Like, you can see in this frame, he went for the leg because he knows he's going to get beat on top.
Oh, yeah, because he's going to sleep. I'm going to take over. I got to zoom in on this, Andy. Look at this guy sleeping. He's so out. He's so fucking out. Dude, he's done. He's done for. Look, let's let it go. Look, he doesn't even. The guy's like, why would I even bother with you? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ! And how sad is it? How sad is it to be the one doing all the work and then to be the one who gets knocked out?
Yeah.
The other guy is literally not doing anything. He's like humping his leg.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Bruh.
We gotta put some hands on this dude. We're getting fucking murdered out here. It's like when you're playing like Call of Duty online or something, you're like, will you fucking support? Like, you know, you're like, what are you doing? We're dying. Fuck. Oh man, dude, that is so fucking gold, dude. That is so funny.
That was good.
Yeah, we'll blast through these other ones real fast. It's so goddamn funny. This one, I cleverly titled this one "The Sweet Taste of Freedom." This is fucking wild, dude. This is one of those good old fashioned bullfighting events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just, you know, the freedom is so strong with this one. You know, you give that a play. Look at all this freedom that's about to happen.
Okay.
That's freedom, goddammit. That is freedom. Or is this freedom?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at that fucking ragdoll. Look from a different angle. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Fucking salute to that free fucking bull, man.
Oh my
God, that is fucking freedom.
God. Hold on. Where the hell did this in Oregon?
Oh yeah. That was in the US of A. Why? You thought that was in like Nicaragua or some shit, right?
No, because I can hear the American in that.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm being racist. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
I can hear it, but I was like, what dumbass American state decided to just not, learn from these, I guess, third world countries and not have it properly barricaded?
You got to get some taller fences, folks. You got to get some taller fences.
Come on, man. You got to learn from the Spaniards. They do it properly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go to Spain, those things are, for one, they're full. It's like a wall. It's not like a gate. You know what I mean? And then they're like 13 feet tall or some shit. Like those things are tall as fuck. And then they also have, it's like a moat. You know what I mean? It's like a wall and then just dead space and then a wall. Yeah. So even if the guy does jump over, he's not getting into the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But yeah, that was freedom.
That was brutal. Dude, once again, my good friend DJ Khaled would just say, congratulations, you played yourself.
I love it. I love when you bring up the DJ Khaled, dude, because that bull, he got that one, and then he got another one.
Another one.
And then another one. You know what I mean? That shit's so funny. This is some OG viral. Going back to the OG viral, you know what I mean? We kind of did a small little OG viral segment last week. And I found one of these OG viral videos. This is classic OG viral. Have you ever seen this one, Andy?
This looks familiar, to be honest with you. Like, as soon as I saw him, I was like, where have I seen you before?
This is classic.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
Twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god.
Oh, dick twist!
It's so classic. He zoomed in at the perfect time. The guy's like, yeah, I love that. Every now and then you got to give these old ones, a rewatch.
Hey, look, it's a signature move.
Yeah, he knows it. He's like a Mortal Kombat character. He's like, get over the fucking dick twist.
I'm sorry, that like in the future, that's got to be on your soundboard. I mean, just him saying that, it's got to be on your soundboard. How will we use it? We don't know. But we got to use that soundbite, man.
We can rip it, dude. We'll make a note of that for sure.
That is freaking just legendary.
These two, we're gonna pick apart these two real quick, and then we're gonna play it out on Ray J's hit single from the Howie Mandel podcast that he did, where we got the prolapsed anus shoved in his face. Oh my god! But these two, I don't know. Have you seen these two, Andy?
No, never seen them before.
Oh, you're gonna fucking hate this. These two, this is like when you watch TikToks and you're like, you know how you scroll through TikToks and you see like people trying on TikTok and you're like, it's cool that they're trying, and you're indifferent about it. You're like, it's not good, it's not bad, you just go. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can just tell that you're like, this whole thing that I'm watching is not this person. This is just what they're doing for TikTok. You know, You could just tell it's like empty shell content is kind of what I like to call it.
Okay.
And it's kind of like the people are doing the same type of content over and over again. It's very obnoxious. It kind of doesn't make sense. You're like, that parent is kind of, exploiting their child a little bit. Maybe, I don't know how the labor laws work in every state, but it's just very cringy. And these have to be amongst the cringiest TikTokers I've ever fucking seen. And I hate his fucking son. I hate his kid so much. Watch this bullshit.
It's a double chunk It's a triple chunk chocolate cookie. Let's see where the triple chunk chocolate cookie stacks up on the boom meter. You already know what I'm gonna do. Boom! 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 Boom!
Hold up. Listen, buddy. I'm the fucking one that comes with the fucking booms, all right? Get this shit the fuck out of here, dude. I hate this so much. I hate this so fucking much.
I'm not amused at all. If anything, I want to just shut the screen off.
I hate it. But we have to talk about this kind of stuff because this is what's popular.
What?
I'm not fucking with you. I'm not kidding, dude. This is what's popular online. This is the most cringe bullshit. But people on TikTok eat it the fuck up. Watch a little bit more of this video so you can see this guy's fucking kid. And then we're going to find this guy's TikTok account. I forget the name, but we're going to find it. I'm going to show you, dude. This guy has a fucking huge following.
Like father, like son. It's the triple chunk chocolate cookie.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The triple chunk chocolate cookie gets a 5 out of 5 booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
Bro.
Cousin Angelo, where'd you...
This kid is like, watch me as my dad gives me diabetes. Boom! Boom! Like, this is fucking crazy, dude.
This is just so... This is annoying. The acting is poor. What kind of contact is this? What is it? You guys are just eating cookies? Dude, I can do that right now if I wanted to. Dude, that's not content.
This is cringe talk at its finest, bro. These guys are like I said, it's like this content. It's very cringy. They're trying very hard to just be like accepted on the TikTok algorithm in any way that they possibly can. These guys go through. I've seen videos of them doing like all the different trends. You know how there's always these trends that get popular on TikTok?
Yeah.
You got like people will be like, we're Asians, we can't drive, and like shit like that. And then there'll be other ones where they'll be like, we're Puerto Ricans, we steal your TVs, like, shit. And right. And these guys do the same thing, but they'll be like, we're Costco guys. We're shopping in Costco. And they're like doing like, you're like, what the fuck is happening here? And they do all the different trends. And it's the most cringiest shit that I've ever seen. This guy looks like something out of Stranger Things. Like, look at how far apart his fucking eyes are.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Dude, we gotta get a zoom in on that.
Zoom in.
Oh, Imagine how long it would take you to walk across that.
Land a plane on that thing, man.
Bro, this guy's eyes are so fucking far apart. And they almost look like they're upside down. Like, doesn't it look like somebody photoshopped his eyes and turned them upside down?
You're right.
This kid looks fucking crazy, dude. Let's exit out of this. I want to show you the following these guys got. It is crazy. Yeah, type in the search bar like TikTok, type in double chunk chocolate cookie TikTok.
No, I actually found their page.
Oh, no shit, you did?
Yeah, I found their page.
Take it over. Take it over, producer man. I love it. You got it, dude. Oh, that was the actual account? That was the, you know how TikTok has that watermark on the video?
Yeah.
That was the actual name.
Yeah, I didn't look at that. I searched up that triple chocolate, whatever. I'm not going to repeat that stupid line.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Yeah, I looked that up and this is where it brought me.
Look, 1.2 million followers.
That's why?
You're asking the wrong person, brother, because I do not know, man.
Honestly, all of these million people, just where's DJ Khaled? Because congratulations to them. Why are you wasting your time following these people? Listen, I'm all about going ahead, doing your own content, being famous for stupid shit, and doing good stuff, bringing some good content. This is not it. It's not it.
No, it is not.
No.
No, it is not.
I feel like I'm disrespecting other content creators by just being on this page. I feel like genuinely horrible.
And they're all beefed up. These guys have got sponsorships out the fucking wazoo. Like 1.2 million followers, they're making like 10 million follower money. Like the sponsorship deals they got is ridiculous. And when you hit this level of like, you see every video has hundreds of thousands of plays, TikTok alone will pay you ass loads of money just for having that many plays. So before the sponsorships, everything, they're definitely making enough to live off of just what TikTok is paying them.
You know what? Someone should go slap all those companies as well, because not only is the 1.2 million people are idiots for following this, the sponsorships that they have. Jesus Christ, you gotta be kidding me.
It's almost like somebody should maybe ban TikTok. No, I'm just fucking around. I'm just joking. I'm just. I know, right? Fucking. All right, yeah, we're definitely out of time. Let's end it on this Ray J song, dude. This thing is a fucking banger, bro. This was him after Howie Mandel showed him the prolapsed anus. Howie in his podcast, Howie has like a whole band there. They sit there awkwardly while you do the podcast. They just sit there and wait. And they're like, "You want us to play something?" The whole time they're just waiting. They can't wait to pluck the strings. They cannot fucking wait. So, they show the prolapsed anus and the guy is like, "Hey, you want us to play a little something for the prolapsed anus?" And we get this little gem from the good old one and only Ray J himself. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.
Blood in the butt.
Lost
blood.
Docs Media.
Hey, blood. It's blood in the butt. Yeah. Blood in the butt. Pepperoni Pizza Hut. Blood in the butt. Yeah. Pepperoni Pizza Hut. Yeah. Shit is real smut. Yeah. Gay slut. Yeah. Bumble butt. Yeah. Blood in the butt. Okay. Yeah. Now it looks like they've been gerbling. Looks like they've been gerbling. But instead of gerbils, hamsters.
It was so nice.
Why?
Why? Because a hamster's bigger.
Is it?
Yeah, gerbil is just a small, well, I mean, not like I know, but you know what I'm saying?
And hold my fart like a bong rip.